Hello everyone, I am Xerix, Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy 2020. When we left off, the pirates and Spanish are still going at it, with the French waiting out the conflict. Now, on to the action. The previous round of resource values expired, and new rolls were needed. A 6 was rolled for value and a 7 for duration. Lumber and medicine became the most valuable resources on the sea. Voyanui produces medicine, and the Spanish need gold, so the Colector del Dia makes the trip through the whirlpools to Voyanui Bay. The battle is still raging around the Guide Island and the Skull Rock, but perhaps the Spanish can grab some resources while the pirates are occupied. The Rociant accepts and turns in 2 quests, giving the Spanish a little bit of extra cash. The Trinidad is repaired to full strength. At the end of their turn, the Spanish build Fortaleza Dorada a 3rd time on the Guide Island. The French explore the northeast island and upgrade it with a town. The Couronne takes the St. John under tow and meets up with the Revolution. The 2 of them represent some of the last decent capital ships the French have in the water and available to them. The Couronne releases the St. John, who makes for St. Pierre and ore power. The Couronne and Revolution begin to sail in opposite directions. The French have recaptured the Notre Dame. As part of their truce agreement, the Spanish agree to return the vessel to French control. A meeting on Pride Rock! Representatives from the pirates on the Scepter, Spanish on Orleans, and French on the Wasp all meet at Pride Rock. The pirates are weary of the fight against the Spanish. The Spanish are tired of the conflict but are more than willing to continue, and the French simply want to return to peaceable trade. Words and ideas are exchanged, and whispers of an ocean-wide truce are uttered. With Fortaleza Dorada being rebuilt the 3rd time, and the news coming from Pride Rock, the pirate battle fleet begins to return to the far side of Voyanui. Because they are returning to the far side of Voyanui does not mean that the war with Spain is over. Far from it. Some of the best gunships the pirates have in the water are gathered there. The Golden Medusa and Jaguar Spur emerge from whirlpools by the eastern portal, vacating Voyanui Bay. A wide shot of Voyanui. The Spanish are massed on the western side, the pirates on the east. Pirate capital ships are returning to the eastern side. The Forward and Lady Scorn are being towed away. In the bay itself, some pirate warships linger, in case talks of truce fall through. The Spanish retake the town on Voyanui. Emerging from a whirlpool is the Santissima Trinidad. The Trinidad has at least 10 additional cannons, as well as several defensive unique treasures, including the Heart of Davy Jones. The Spanish have tasked her with keeping the Colector del Dia safe in the bay, and ensuring that Spanish ships can enter the base safely. French waters. To the left, representatives of the remaining factions are still discussing terms and hammering out details. The Vanquer and Conquérant repair at the home island. At the end of their turn, the French buy a town and trading port upgrade. Many of the lingering pirate ships make use of the whirlpools and return to pirate waters. The Kanohi Dragon stays, eyeing the Santissima. The Silverback retakes the Sea Fox, who had been captured by the Spanish earlier. An iceberg hits Destiny's bounty, eliminating the stern mast and poop deck. A storm makes land at the Triangle Island in the southeast, giving the pirate ships there cause for concern. The Spanish recover their stolen 1,000 gold coin from the Bronwyn, and send it down the chain of Corsairs to the Buscador. The Buscador gives it to the Neptuno, who docks and reveals the Even Star unique treasure. This triples the value of the 1,000 gold coin, giving the Spanish no shortage of gold. The Ventura enters Voyanui Bay, losing masts in the whirlpool travel. The Janissary's Blood, Ivory Star, and Animodora, with their armada, have also entered the bay, creating a tense meeting between the Spanish and pirates. The Magnifique finally returns home to St. Pierre. After being dismasted in the first conflict with the Spanish, the Magnifique fled into the fog and has remained there ever since, fearing what might happen should she emerge. Now, with an ocean-wide truce all but assured, she emerges and returns to port. A storm makes land at the Pathway Island. An iceberg hits the Atoll Brillante. The Spanish do not quite believe that the pirates will keep their word, and so launch at the end of their turn. Sea Snake with Captain, Helmsman, and Musketeer, Hansen Island with Captain, Helmsman, and Exploding Shot, Admiral Yi with Captain and Musketeer, Tunis with Captain and Musketeer, Viper's Bite with Captain and Musketeer, Persian Victory with Captain, Cannoneer, and Musketeer, Algiers with Captain, Helmsman, Cannoneer, Musketeer, and Oarsman, Terror of Gibraltar with Captain, Cannoneer, and Musketeer, Dragon's Talon with Captain and Exploding Shot, Floating Stone with Captain and Musketeer, and Nimka with Captain and Musketeer are all launched at Sharktooth Island. Shai Halud has launched at Castillo de Infanta, and the Sea Tiger with captain and cannoneer is launched at the lagoon. Capping off their launch, El Argonata with Victor de Alva from Ocean's Edge, a helmsman, Almirante Devante del Nero, cannoneer and oarsman, is put into the water at the Hidden Cove Island. Through smoke-red skies, the French purchased another set of town and trading port upgrades. Pirates cash in every resource on their home island, except metal, adding to their immense war chest. The storm destroys the military port on the Pathway Island. The Spanish continue to use their hoist to explore Voyanui from the backside. Here, a chest has been found along with plenty of medicines. A wide shot of Spanish waters. Gold ships continue to ferry resources to the home island, while gunships still gather at Fortaleza. The Celtic Fury takes center stage in the waters northeast of Sharktooth Island. The wars may be over, but the Spanish do not completely trust the pirates or French. At St. Pierre, the St. John repairs back to full health and explores the island, finding a whopping 3 chests. Meanwhile, the Magnifique has 2 of her masts back up. A wide shot of the Middle Ocean. A tense calm has once again settled over the sea. The pirates and Spanish eye one another from across Voyanui. The war is over on paper, but could resume at the drop of a hat. The Northeastern Ocean. The pirates dominate these waters. Most ships are gold ships, but several decent gunships occupy the space as well. The quest fort has moved to just east of the northern portal. In the southeast, the pirates continue to run lumber as they have since the obliteration of the Cursed. With lumber now viable, they are skipping the colony and using the whirlpools to get home faster. An aerial shot of Spanish waters. On the bottom left, the Morte has finished repairing and sails out once again with the Cielo Español close behind her. The Shui Xian once again makes sail for Voyanui in anticipation of resumed conflict with the pirates. To the right, gold ships flock around the home island while the chain of corsairs stretches to the hidden cove. A wide shot of the bay. The pirates have assumed a defensive formation, while the few Spanish defenders have assumed a more aggressive stance. Kenobi Island is a hub of activity, with several ships repairing there. The Corsado is still berthed there, as conflict died down before she could effectively join the battle at Voyanui. Once again, the French have amassed huge quantities of loose gold, with coins spilling out into the water around their home island. At right, the Gal is towing the Notre Dame to a berth where she can repair. In the center, the Wasp lingers off the coast of Pride Rock. storm near the Spanish home island threatens to fall off the seas. The pirates begin to send their lesser gunships back into pirate waters, leaving only the best at Erebor and Voyanui. Over a dozen ships dock at or make ready for land at the Triangle Island. The island sports a town, a result of a failed Spanish incursion. An aerial shot of the southeastern ocean. 3 of the pirate colonies are visible, 1 to the south, 1 to the north, and 1 in the west at the Dead Man's Point. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launched from the lagoon and from the recently constructed military port on Voyanui. Tripoli, Carthage, Whisper, Sultan's Sword, and Morocco. The French continue to gather resources, cashing them in as soon as they are unloaded at the home island. At least 3 ships unload per turn, sometimes more, giving the French a steady flow of gold. The pirates realize that they cannot get all the lumber home, and so some of the lumber ships begin to make the journey back the long way. And that wraps up this report. Conflict has more or less died down on the seas, but can the peace last? If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.